Hello everybody and welcome back. I've got something really exciting and these are going to be linked in down below. But as everybody knows, my computer is not a gaming computer. So you wouldn't think it'd be able to run nice things. You wouldn't be able, you'd be like, oh, okay, it's a computer, it's a laptop, it can run Minecraft. Good for it. But actually, I guess you could say I made a discovery. I can run shaders. So I'm going to show you both of these shaders after we set up water and stuff. And you can change it all. Of course, there's not running any right now, so I'm starting it normal. So let's get some water. That's not how you spell water. That's still not how you spell water. Some glass, some glowstone. We'll get some black glass, normal glass. And of course, glass panes aren't really going to make that much difference. And white glass, those are most used glass, I feel like. And I guess some obsidian for the Nether Portal. And, flint and steel. And we'll get some lava. Alright. Don't think there's anything else that's cool. Alright, so we've got that and that. The water and the lava. And I just fell into the water. So the normal Minecraft water, everyone knows, looks like this underneath. It's got those weird specks and stuff. Fire, everyone knows. Glass, here's some. I'm gonna put this down for now. I don't know, is that a Minecraft update? I think it's just because I'm running Optifine. So it makes glass do this, which is very, very nice. I'll also link the Optifine download below. Alright, so let's put up all these different types of glass, and glowstone will be for later. Alright, so this is normal Minecraft. Now I'm going to go and put on, actually, wait a minute. Now that's all filled out, I think it's going to show you guys the shaders. So I'm going to pull up the first one first, and then we'll go in to the second one. So shaders, I'll put in the enhanced default shader. I'll link these down below. Alright, so now that's up. You have shader options. You can do analysis, fill depth, motion blur, sky. You can have waving objects. You see how the leaves are moving. Now, I don't know if you can see, but the water's moving. This is actually really cool. So if I put that up, I'm going to share options so you can see anything. This thing, it makes this all outlined. So it adds these dark lines to everything. It's the leaves, if you look at the leaves. I'll keep it on so you can show. Flash damage, fog, music, don't know. That's what it is. Shadows, so you can have shadows. I want shadows. Oh, wait, they were on. Jeez. Okay, oops. Definitely want those on. And then colors, this is kind of what you can do, and then you can have reflections on. Water texture, on, off. Don't know what that does, actually. I'm going to figure that out. Alright. So we've got all this stuff on. And just so you guys can see this thing where it outlines everything, that's going to be on. So you can see everything. It says it looks, my computer's lagging a little bit with this one. But you see it makes everything look cartoony. It's really quite weird. Like, the blocks are all outlined. Like, if I were to place down the obsidian, you couldn't tell, but the glass doesn't have an outline, never mind. Glowstone. You can tell. It's really weird. in my mind at least. Anyways, I'm going to take it off because I don't really like it. So you've got that. Where is the video settings? Yep, shaders, shader options, and then go in here and click that off. I think I do have motion blur on. Fog is on, shadows, reflections. What was this thing? Oh, that's cool. Alright, so you can keep that like classic Minecraft water texture, or you can take it off. Now that I'm looking at it, I definitely like it with off instead of the normal Minecraft texture. I hadn't even known that was there. Definitely, if I were you guys, I'd turn that off. This looks like so much more realistic water with that off. So now you can see my shadow. And you've got, this is what lava looks like. You can see it's moving. Reflections, glass has a reflection. You can see there. And then glowstone has its reflection as well. And you've got leaves that move. Looks pretty weird, right? So that's just pretty simple stuff. That looks like that. Pretty normal. You can see it reflecting in there and stuff. So, not too crazy. And then we'll put up a nether portal. Now, I don't know. That's too short. Bring that across. Alright. That wasn't too short. I take that back. Alright, so that's lit. And you got your shadow. There's a little sliver of purple based on where the sun is right now. I'm actually gonna make another one this way. This means that hopefully there should be more. Since I made it bigger, there should be more of a shadow you guys can look at. So you see, yeah, there it is. See the purple down here? So this is the default shader. Not amazing. We'll go and put a time set day. We'll put that in there. I mean, that's not what we wanted. Time set night is what I wanted. There we go. So this is what night looks like. The sun's going down. See everything kind of changing. You've got the water still looks pretty similar. This is giving off the same sort of Minecraft lighting that you would normally get. You can see reflections in this. I feel like that's the best one. You can see reflections, and then it kind of fades away. You can't really see reflections in normal glass. So white glass gets some small amount of reflections, and then here you've got more. So the darker you go, the more reflections you can get out of stuff, and then of course. And then, I don't know if this one, I know in the other one, ice reflects. So there's a reflection for that. There's that reflection, and then with this, there really is no reflection, which is kind of a bummer. I really wish there was, but there isn't. That almost looks like it was coming out of the wall. So there you got that, and then with Optifine, you can, of course, do that. Look at that water, dude. That looks so cool. So the thing I was talking about earlier with the water texture, I'm not going to make you guys picture it because I can bring it up. So we're going to go into reflections, water texture on. So you get that, oh hey, that's not the right button. That classic Minecraft water texture, but it kind of takes away the reflection a little bit, which is kind of a bummer. So if you can get this one, this is the only thing you can run. I would definitely suggest going in here and taking off, if you can at least, turning off that water texture, because the difference that makes is so crazy. Alright, so let's stop with this one and go back to the other one. So, it's giving off some light. Alright, so I'm going to pull up the other one. Let's go. Shaders. Let's go in here. Click that. Alright, let's load it up. So this one has a lot more shader options. You've got light and sky and lighting. Jeez, I said that backward. So you can change all of this stuff on sky blur, clouds. This just means that the clouds look realistic. Clouds, raindrops, God rays. What is it? Oh, this makes it like bloom enables for lens. Bloom must be enabled. Basically simulates camera lens effects, like I said. So you got all that, and then shading. You can turn off this. It applies black lines to everything. That's what I showed you earlier. Same exact thing. I don't know what this is though. Oh, that's so you've got that. You've got emissive light, which is what stuff gives off, how much of what. Flash damage, white world, makes the ground white, mostly deep fog. I'm not gonna turn that on. Waving objects. You got your shadows. You can go in, change it up. Ray tracing, I probably couldn't. I don't know if I could put on. It'd probably mess with my It'd probably give me some lag. And then reflections. There's a lot more stuff in here. You've got water reflections. I don't know what that is. Caustics. Ice and glass reflections. Metallic reflections. Polished reflections. Rain reflections. Cloud reflections. That's just the water being stuff reflecting the clouds, so you can see the clouds. It's not worth it if it lags your computer already. Don't run that. So I'm going to back to game. Look at the difference. Look at it. My computer is lagging a small, tiny bit, but it's not bad at all. In fact, it's pretty good. And it looks like it's lagging, but I've got this blur on, so I mean. And then the Nether portals look so much different. Look at them. The shadows look better. And look at the water. Ready? Plunk. And also for me, right as I boot up the shader, it makes it a little laggy too. So, and look at the reflections are so much better in this too. And then the leaves don't really have that much of a difference. I am lagging a lot right now. Wow, I don't know why. So if I were to go into here, video settings, shaders, shader options, motion blur, all that. If I go into bloom, so I can turn on bloom. Watch the difference. You can already see it. I can't have this on because it makes my computer so much laggier, as you can see. But just look at the difference. So if your computer can run that, by all means, I suggest you do it. It makes a difference. Like, look. It looks like there's light coming out of that fire now, instead of just normal fire. But even with that off, like if I go in here, video settings, shaders again, and click this, bloom, turn it off. And go back to here, like, I mean, it's just, like, it's not too crazy, the difference. I mean, you can see the lag right now. It normally doesn't lag this much. And you've got that motion blur, which is a little wonky, but you can see the lag. And I mean, you know, my computer, it has to warm up, which is weird. Like if I'm dropping down. The motion blur makes everything look laggy too. But it helps take away the aspect of lag. And you know, I don't know if I'm lagging super bad or if it's like just that motion blur. I'm gonna turn off motion blur and find out. That's not what I wanted. Does it? No, it doesn't have an impact. Yeah, I've definitely got a little bit of lag, definitely. And I could lower my FPS, maybe that'll help make it a little bit, like, the lag less, and I'm running, how many chunks am I running right now? Because there's different things you can do, where is it? Interesting, I don't know why I can't seem to... What happens if I turn this on? That's a lot smoother. Wow. Yeah, if your computer's lagging, definitely turn on that smooth FPS. Whoa! What does motion blur look like now? Does it look like it should, maybe? Does it still look weird? Yeah, it looks like real motion blur now. So keep in mind, I have my motion blur right now set to a just normal, like the lowest setting for motion blur. So get a good look at this motion blur. Like I turn slightly slow and there's still some motion blur. So get a good gist for that. Motion blur may not be my most favorite thing in the world. Because it makes you like, if I were to take... Oh, also, I wonder if the water made that look any... I love this water, honestly. Look at my hand with the motion blur, that's weird. Alright. So let's take this, and we're going to go in and get some... Alright. So I'll take you, and we'll get a sword. Now that mobs are in. Alright. I feel like motion blur almost makes it harder to hit mobs where you want to hit them. And like, let's say if I took off motion blur, where is it? Video settings, shaders, shader options. I mean, it makes it look more realistic. Turn it off. And spawn this guy in. I don't know. I think me personally, I would keep motion blur on. I don't know though. Alright, so I hope you've gained some info for this. Motion blur, maybe not motion blur, I'm still gonna have to decide. But if you have, leave a like on this video. I know it was a longer video, but, you know, it is what it is. And so if you did like it, please smash that like button. And, whoa, look at that eye, those eyes, this is pretty dope. Oh, you know what's even doper? I gotta show you guys this. This is something very important. Alright, so if you can run Bloom, this is really cool. Look at the Enderman's eyes. Look at the eyes. Actually, I'm not lagging that much anymore. Interesting. Alright guys, so sorry about it taking forever, but until next time, I will see you later. And also, I'm gonna put the links to these in the description down below. So, yeah. Peace. Alright, there's one thing I forgot to show you guys. So first, I'll wait for that to go down. Whoa, that's cool. Oh yeah, you should see the Nether. Alright, so I forgot to show you guys the Nether. I forgot to show you guys rain, snow, and other stuff. Let's see if we can find a good area in the Nether. Where's like all the... I can't imagine spawning here and like an actual... There's some lava. This actually might be a good spawn, never mind. Looks like it goes into open area. This is what the Nether looks like. This is what it looks like with Bloom on. Wow, this is actually really smooth with Bloom on. Some lag spikes, but not many. Alright, so then with... Actually, no, take that away. Exit out of that. We need to take off Bloom, so we're going to go in here. Look at the lava, you can see it, it moves as well still. So then here, there's Bloom off. And I don't know if you can see, but that's what it looks like without Bloom. So, without Bloom, it has that, it has the same sort of look. The lighting, of course, is different, but it doesn't have that, like, look that makes it look like lights coming out of it. So this is what it looks like. Non-Bloominary. So you get that. So hopefully now it's around daytime in the overworld. Yes, that's what the sunrise looks like. Looks pretty cool. Pretty. Alright, so this is what water looks like during the day. Just so everyone knows. Oh, and I'm going to show you guys the, you need to see that cloud reflection. And then I'll go and I'll show you the rain. Turn on rain. So we got ice reflections, refraction, cloud reflections. There you go. So, my game's actually lagging that much from it. Just has those random lag spikes. Interesting. So I might... It's not worth the lag spikes, but you can see the cloud reflections now. I actually got like it without the cloud reflections, but you guys can add them if you want. I hope they're not growing on me, because I just saw them, like, I don't know if I want to get rid of them now. Oh, I don't know. Alright, anyways. Oh yeah, I definitely like the one without them. Alright, so you got that. Let's go over here. Oh, it's not going to rain. This is what it looks like when it rains. So the worst thing is you can see the rain through your hand, but otherwise, you've got these rain reflections from everything. Water looks different. It doesn't... I feel like it might be moving a little bit more, but not by a lot. So the Nether Portal looks like. This is what the clouds look like. In fact, I just noticed that. And if you look, that's a little bit weird looking. It's a little bit changed. if you go in here, it's actually dry inside. So I thought you got the reflections of everything, but in here it's dry, which is pretty cool. And then from in here, in the water, this is what it looks like. Glass looks wet. Everything just looks different. This is what wood looks like. Like it looks like it's raining, you know? So you get that. Do I even have motion blur on right now? I don't think I do. So you get all of that stuff. So hopefully that's a dumb slime. So dumb. Oh my. Where's... Can we get some thunder? There we go. Wish I had that lightning red so I could show you guys more. But that was laggy. Alright, so that was dumb what I just did there. So this is definitely a longer video. I'm going to do some editing to shorten it. But yeah, that's kind of what you got going for yourself.